everybody. I just had a couple of thoughts for today, and I wanted to read from Psalm 100. Any psalm would probably do in these times, but this one came to mind. Where God just said Psalm 100 in my ear as I was thinking and praying. And I was thinking about last night, and we don't really ever do anything for New Year's being parents of a 7-year-old. So we were just hanging out at home. We actually all got sleepy. My daughter went to bed at 9, and I went to bed at 11, and so, nothing exciting. And, once you know the truth, you don't mean to be a killjoy, but it kind of ends up being that way. Everyone is anticipating a better year than before. Even before all this crazy stuff happened, I feel like everyone's anticipating, the better of the next year, and we can always stay positive, I guess. Sadly, I'm not an optimist by nature. Thankfully, my husband more is that way, but I'm just more reality driven. And so as I was thinking about, 2021's coming, we don't ever watch the ball drop or weird things like that. So, we didn't even count down. We're just like, okay, good night, we're tired. And then at midnight, it was louder than usual in our neighborhood. Like, our neighbors had huge fireworks, and usually we can hear them in the distance, but these were like all around us. My daughter usually in years past hasn't woken up. This woke her up, and they were just like right outside our window. And I was thinking as we got woken up at midnight by all the fireworks that how much people are anticipating this next year to be the finale of all the bad things, and everything will be fine, no matter what that looks like for them, whether it be medical innovations, or whatever. We won't go into that, will we? But I was just thinking, wow, these people are louder this year because of they think the tenacity and the perseverance that we made it through. And really, this is nothing. I heard someone say the past year was just the trailer for the actual movie, which is probably true. Or just the beginning of the movie. The show must go on, they probably are saying. And I was just thinking, wow, these people are excited for no reason. There's the killjoy part. And it just made me think not to be more excited, but to just be more vigilant about being careful spiritually and being aware. And I pray for more wisdom and guidance as we go forward. Whatever forward that is, we don't know. Only Yahweh knows. And even when I read Revelation 3 about the Church of Laodicea yesterday, I put out that video yesterday, I heard the Church of Laodicea message 2 more times between last night and this morning. And it just struck me. And when you hear things 3 times from Yahweh, you know that it's something He wants you to know. It's the truth. And so it convicted me, 1, to not become lukewarm, and maybe also examine where I have become lukewarm in my own heart towards Him, but also to continue that vigilance, to not be lukewarm in a time and in a culture, even in a Christian culture, where they're lukewarm and they don't even know it. And like I said in the video yesterday, the letter to Laodicea was different and more personal to those people in that assembly. So that's very interesting. We always hear preaching about the Laodicean church being the ones that received the judgment and saying repent. but really it was the most personal, where Jesus, Yeshua, was knocking on the door saying, "Let me in. I'm calling you. Can you hear me? I'm here for you. I'm only doing this because I love you. Please come back and repent." And so that may be his call to us now. Now's the time to come back, because if you don't go to him, there's no hope for you. So I wanted to read Psalm 100, and as I read it right before I made this video, it was kind of obvious why. But we have to know whose we are, and it's a psalm of thanksgiving, which for me personally, I have to be more thankful as time goes on. So it says, even among things that are going on now, shout happily to Yahweh, all the earth. Serve Yahweh cheerfully. Come into his presence with joyful song. Realize that Yahweh alone is Elohim. He made us, and we are his. Remember that. We are his, no matter what. We are his people, and the sheep in his care. So sheep may go to other shepherds, and I posted a video a while ago about Yeshua being our true shepherd, and there's a lot of other false shepherds and wolves in sheep's clothing and falsifiers out there, but we are his and in his care. Enter his gates with a song of thanksgiving. Come into his courtyards with a song of praise. Give thanks to him, praise his name. Yahweh is good, his mercy endures forever. His faithfulness endures throughout every generation. And I think that can speak for us too, no matter what timeline we're in and what generation we're really in. So there was my little New Year's Day devotional, if you want to say that. So let's remember we are his, no matter what's going on around us, no matter how we feel. As I always say, I'm not perfect. I struggle a lot with the emotional side of things. I have a family history of anxiety, and at times I particularly feel my body weaken, but I fight it because I think that's a part of a spiritual battle too, that I know God has something greater, and he doesn't want us to live that way. He doesn't want me to live that way. So remember, you are his, you're in his care. His mercy and his goodness and his faithfulness is going to endure through all of this.